Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on Feed the Beast Beyond 1.10 pack. This is going to be our mod pack showcase. We're going to go over. I'm going to go up here and cut some trees down. We're going to go over the mods in the pack, and we're going to go over when I'm going to do the actual quick start guide. I do need some trees though, so we're gonna cut down some trees while we're doing all this stuff. Let's head down south. Okay, so first things first, there are going to be more mods added to this. So, if there's any that need to be adjusted after I make this video, I'm going to go ahead and make another one. Just a quick little update video to let you know if they added any significant mods in. Now, there are a couple that I know are coming in and aren't in it yet. One is Thermocraft is coming to Beyond, as far as I know, but it's just not ready yet. So when the mod developer actually decides that it's ready, ooh, hello, then he'll release it, and then they can put it in the pack. Until then, you just have to wait, guys. You have to wait. A couple of other notes: Ars Magica is not a 1.10 mod. Alright? It's not a 1.10 mod. It's a port of the 1.7 mod. There are several mods in here that are ports from the 1.7 mod, but some of them that are stable right now are actively being developed for 1.10. Alright? The difference between those and the Ars Magica is the port over for Ars Magica was done, but the guy who developed Ars Magica is no longer developing for Minecraft, as far as I know. If that has changed, hopefully he has updated his stuff to let everybody know that. But as far as I know, he is currently not developing for Minecraft period, and he stopped modding for Minecraft back in 1.7. Alright, so the actual Ars Magica mod has not been updated since halfway through 1.7. So what that means is that the port over here is the 1.7 mod, the most stable version of it, ported over, and there's like some glitches in it, and there's some graphical glitches that are in it. Like when I played through the one in another mod pack, it was there was a when you first made your first spell and you went through and right clicked on it for the first time, it totally glitched up. I'm gonna try out some industrial craft at some point. This is not gonna be my main playthrough. I'm just goofing around on a test world. So I'll get into that after we go through the thing. Okay, so this is 1.10. Now I went over those specific stuff because a lot of people have been asking about the in the forums. Another big one in the forums about adding to the pack is Twilight Forest. Again, Twilight Forest has not been updated to 1.10. They are working on it as far as I know, but it's not ready. And I don't know that they have any interest in adding it to Beyond. So if you have any questions about any other mods, whether they're coming in or not, You can go onto the forums and ask on the news thing. That's about the best I can do for you, and pay attention to the actual Twitter feeds for all the developers in Feed the Beast. So let's go in here and look at the mods real quick. So if we open up here and go odd mod options, we'll put them through ABC. Actual additions is in this one, and advanced machines. I don't know what that one is, and I'll tell you which ones I don't know and which ones I know. Advanced solar panels, AE2 stuff is in. I will never do anything with AE2, and the reason why is because it's way too complicated for the stuff that it does. Like refined storage and AE2 are about the same exact mod. The only difference is I don't have to deal with the channels when refined storage, and I don't want to deal with the channels. I don't. It's overly complicated for what it needs, what it was made to do originally. So people like AE2, that's fine. You like it, it's completely fine. I don't like that whole channel system whatsoever. Period. Don't like it. So I always go with refined storage if it's in the pack, or I do something else. I never use AE2. So we probably won't be messing with that any. Agricraft, they do have weeds on. Weeds are on. They have reduced the spawn rate of weeds, I think, down. You can go on the forums and look at the change log and all that kind of stuff for all the major changes and stuff, and it'll give you some descriptions on that one. But they are on, which means when you're breeding, make sure you're standing there. Do not leave empty crop sticks around your crops and then walk away from them. All right. If you're growing crops, grow them, and don't leave any empty crop sticks around them. If you leave empty crop sticks around them, make sure you're staying there and you got your rake ready and you're ready to weed them out. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your crops, basically. And for me, I don't play with Agricraft on packs with the weed option turned on. I never do that. So the most I'll be doing is growing 2 or 3 different things. I won't be breeding or anything like that. We might use the crops for 2 or 3 different items where they'll grow really, really fast with them. It's really not needed. And since I'm not breeding them, and also they have disabled the ore crops from Agricraft, so you can't do those anyway. So also there's a list of stuff that they have disabled, especially from Quark. If you want a list of that, it is on the actual forum, which I will link in the description down below. Apple Scan, Applied Energistics 2. Why is there 2? Oh, so that's just like a companion mod, right? Then there's the Applied Energistics Core. Aquaculture is like the fish mod from 1.7. Someone's redone one for the 1.10, and they put that one in. Architecture is kind of like a building mod. Adds a bunch of different cool little stuff in there. Arima Dimensions, of course, that is the mining dimensions there. Cool. I don't know what that is. Baubles, we know what Baubles is. Better Builder's Wands, love that. Better Than Bunnies, I have no clue. Half of these I've never heard of. Bibliocraft, of course you know what that is. That's decoration stuff. Blood Arsenal is really cool, and we will be getting into that in this Let's Play when I do start it. Blood Magic, Alchemal Wizard, Bookshelves, Britannia, Brandon Core. We know what Britannia is. Bookshelves. I don't know what that is. Maybe it adds special bookshelves in for the different types of wood, which would be cool. Chest Transporter. Love that. Love that. Chromatics. I don't know. Maybe that adds in buckets and stuff. I don't know what that one is. Chameleon. Don't know. Chisel. Of course, we love that. Chisel and bits. I don't use chisel and bits, but it's a cool little thing. If you get into that and you're down to like the little details and stuff on building and stuff like that, you You can get into some cool stuff with chisel bits. Clipboard, I believe, is just a little clipboard for you to take notes on and stuff like that. I don't like using that. Some people that do Let's Plays do that kind of thing. If you want to be more organized about step-by-step stuff you want to get done, or just a little bit more organized about the direction you want to go when you're playing through it, maybe go into that one. Of course, the chicken code stuff. I don't know what that one is. Compact solar arrays, controlling, cooking for blockheads. Of course, that's the cooking mod. It puts in a bunch of different cooking machines and stuff. Craft tweaker, JI support. CT custom menus, dark utilities, like that one. Deckercraft, another decoration type mod. Deep Residence, that's the one with the power system in for crystals. We don't hardly ever use that one. Again, another mod that's really cool. It's really cool, but it's really overly complicated. Again, having to keep your lava at a certain level and all that kind of stuff, just it's not something I'm interested in playing. I might show it for you guys, but it's not going to be in the span of what I'm working on here, and I'm going tech mostly on 2 other playthroughs, so I'm probably going to get into it in one of them. It's just, I don't know. Stuff shouldn't be too complicated, is what I'm saying. It's okay for the recipe to make it to be complicated, but the actual in-game process of doing it, sometimes the mod developers can go a little bit too far and make it to where it's a little monotonous, you know, to get stuff done in the mod to get to where you need to be. And when it's like that, I don't have fun with it. So Draconic Evolution, Drawers and Bits. I believe that's kind of like a companion mod for the chisel bits, only for the storage drawers. Electric Core, I believe, is a energy mod, if I'm not mistaken. If I got any one of these wrong with these mods, make sure you put them in the description down below. What I messed up on that. Elevator mod, well, you can pretty much guess what that one does. Embers is kind of, I believe it's a magic mod, if I'm not mistaken on that one. I haven't looked at that too much. Ender IO, Ender Core, Ender Storage, Engineer's Workshop. Haven't used that one too much either. Elemental Tech is the one from Feed the Beast that not Feed the Beast. FTB Sky Factory 3. Oh, excuse me, okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know where that came from. But it adds in those lasers that spawns in like ores and stuff. There's already something in there from Dark Utilities that does the exact same thing. So ET Lunar, don't know what that is. Extra Utilities 2, Extreme Reactors. Love Extreme Reactors. That is a pour over, but he is the person that did the pour over for is actually adding 1.10.2 stuff to it. So there's going to be some origin and some more origin and stuff like that. He's going to be doing a lot more with the Extreme Reactors right now. But that's more to come. Some of the mods in here are probably going to be changing a lot too, so be careful about that. Throughout the 1.10 modded time period, a lot of these mods are going to be changing functionality overall. Flux Network is a wireless network mod, which is it's cool, but it's kind of complicated to get into, like understanding how it works. But once you get a handle on how it works, it's really simple and easy to use. Really good thing. I don't use it, but I've played around with it. Phone Fix Core. No clue what that one is. Forestry, of course we know what forestry is. That's the bees and the extra wood and stuff like that. Forge microblocks, Forge mod loader, of course all the Forge stuff. Forge land. FTB tweaks is in this one. They have tweaked some of the recipes So if there's a recipe that you know right now how it works, and it's not working in your crafting bench, make sure you look up the recipe because it's probably been changed. I want to throw that one out there. Utilities, that's awesome. Puts in like back in like the map where you can claim areas and stuff. In this pack, you do have to join a team, even if you're single player, which is that makes no sense. But hey, whatever. You do have to join a team in order to claim areas. So just be mindful of that. Funky locomotion. I believe it's like minecart stuff. I don't know. Funnels. Industry, of course, you know that's bee stuff. Gravestones. I have some problem with some gravestone stuff. Gravitational suit. Guide, ABI. Hammer core. Help fixer. Hopper ducks. I'm glad to see those in the pack again. I loved using those. And then they took them out and nobody hardly ever used them. Immersive engineering. Industrial Craft 2, Infinity Lib, in-game info, interaction wheel. I don't know what that stuff is. Inventory tweaks. Of course, we know what that one is. Iron backpacks. I had an iron backpack. It had upgraded and had all my stuff in it. And when I died, the gravestone replaced my backpack, and my backpack just disappeared. And I thought they had put in a fix for that, so I don't know. But I loaded up my save. Hopefully I don't die again. I've got keep inventory on, so it shouldn't have disappeared, period, no matter what. At all. It shouldn't have disappeared. So I don't know if that's a problem with the mod, something to do with FTB, Beyond, I don't know. Iron Chest, we know what that is. JEBs, let you look out the B recipes in JEI. A journey map. Just enough items is the actual the place where you look up all the recipes and stuff. Just enough resources. I believe that one tells you what Y levels different resources are at, and they have tweaked the areas where in the world Y level wise where stuff has spawned in. So you definitely want to click you on the different ores if you can't find it at the usual level. And make sure you're looking up where it spawns at in the world, because they have tweaked that one. Clay slabs, no clue. Launch GUI. I thought we just went to that one, so it's two of them in here. Long fall boots, and the long fall boots recipe has been tweaked to be more expensive. So, sorry. Luterous core, mantle. Of course, we know what that one is. MC multi-part. Mercury S, no clue. Minecraft Coder Pack. Minecraft Forge, multi-part plugin. Mine Tweaker 3. Mob grinding units, mob name tool, mod tweaker, Modpack basic tools, Modpack utilities. I don't want to know what any of those are. I guess for them to make the changes they make in the mod, they needed those in there. The different mods. Modular force fields. Of course, we know you guys have seen other people use that. I don't hardly ever use the modular force field system, but I know it's pretty good. More bees. Morfa Tool. Morfa Tool is an awesome tool. Basically, you can craft it and then craft it with different wrenches, and it'll count as that wrench. It'll change to that into that wrench depending on what you're trying to use it on. You do have to kind of craft the other tool and then craft it into that morph tool. So it sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's really simple, and it's a great thing if you're using a lot of tech stuff. So you can just have that one wrench out and not have to have 14 different wrenches around with you. Mouse tweaks. Mr. TJP Core, MT Lib, multi-storage, nature. That's another one that adds in a different types of wood. So if you like if you like building really good looking structures, get some nature wood and grow those and go at it. Nether portal fix. I don't know what that is. Any eye. I think that might reduce the load time and some other stuff that's happening with the nether portal. Not enough items. Not enough items is in it. It's only the outline thing. And oh my god, thank God. Magnet mode. Magnet mode, guys. And I have seen a lot of YouTubers. We'll go with that in a minute. I'll go with that in a minute. I promise. We're almost at the end of this. Open glider. Open computers. Open computer cores. Open computers, of course, has the... I believe that's the one that has the turtle in it. Which I might be using this Let's Play. I might. Because there is a specific type of structure that I want to try out. And so I think it's going to be awesome. Pam's Harvest Craft Project. Give it some drink. So it's getting dry. I don't know what Password's library is. I'm going to have to look that one up. Project Red Core. I believe they said something about the gemstone tools were disabled, but I'm not sure about that one, so you can look it up. Psy is in this one, but they have adjusted the recipe for the actual the gun crafter. I forget what it's called, but you need like some obscene amount of stuff. Like I know you need at least 2 dragon eggs, if that tells you something. What I told them on the forums is that if you really want to play with Psy and you don't want to have to deal with the recipe that's in here, you can get all the ingredients for the actual vanilla Psy recipe and just delete those and then spawn in one of those tables to get you started with the gun crafting. Some people counted that as cheating. For me, you're paying for the whether you craft it in a table or you delete the ingredients and spawn it in, you're still paying for the actual item. So it's not actually cheating. It's just you know, there's no actual reason other than the Modpack guys think it's a little bit too OP of a thing to start out with really early, so they kind of want to limit it to the back end of the pack. But you know, it's in all the other packs. Nobody's having any problems with it. I don't understand it. It's a lot of controversy on the forums right now. PTR mode lib. It's like if you want to play with it and you don't mind doing that, do that. If you do mind doing that, don't do it. It's your personal choice. It's your game. Whatever, you know. It's your game. Quantum storage. I don't know if they've increased the actual recipe on this one. I believe so. Quark, a lot of the stuff from Quark has been disabled because of problems within the game and configuration problems between different mods. So there's a whole list, a long list of stuff that they disabled in Quark. So you might want to check that out. Railcraft. I believe there's some stuff. Even if the mods that are in this, there's some stuff that's not in it. Ranged pumps. I love ranged pumps. They do have it set up to where he actually charges you 1,000 per scan, I believe, something like that. I don't know what Runeth that is. Reborn core. I've never played with that one either. Redstone Arsenal. I believe that adds more tools, if I'm not mistaken. Refined location, refined storage. Oh, I love refined storage. It's my new favorite mod. Requiem, a resource loader. Resource loader, I believe, is the mod that actually, if they add in a new mod in the future, if it has origin or something like that, landscape gen or something like that, it reloads that item into the world, so you don't have to start new worlds. Very cool, very cool. RF tools, RF tool controls. Roots is also another magic type of mod. I'll go into the magic, my theory on the magic mods in a second. Shadow MC, Shat Phony, lots of mods, guys, lots of mods. Signal, Simple Retro Gen. I think that's another one that helps them. Maybe that's the one. I think both of those help them add ores back into the world if they add the mod back in. So Simple Retro Gen, I believe that's what it is. Simple Void World. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. Maybe you can play in a void world. That would be interesting. Simply Jetpacks 2. Sleeping bags. Snad. Snad is a like there used to be the biggest rumor going around, like it's not really a rumor. It's like a folk tale. Whatever. Anyway, people used to think that sugarcane grew faster on sand than it did on dirt. Of course, that's already been debunked 1,000+ times. But this guy who made this mod actually, if you make the snad, it actually grows faster on the snad. So something like a special kind of sand. Solar Flux Reborn. Sonar Core, Steve's Carts 2. Storage drawers extras. I think that adds in the extra trees and stuff. I think. Super Circuit Maker, Super Crafting Frame. Very cool mod. We've played with that in the past. I believe it's a direct port over, if I'm not mistaken. And it works pretty good. Tech Reborn, you can also put the Super Crafting Frames on, if you set the recipes up right, you can set it right on a chest with the actual stuff inside of it, and it'll pull straight out of the chest too, instead of out of your inventory to craft items. Very cool. Tech Reborn, of course, that is like an Industrial Craft 2 mod, only it's for its own separate mod now. And both of them's in this one, so whichever one you like. It was a little bit glitchy, so I don't know if they fixed that. Have to be careful with that one. Thermal expansion and thermal foundations is in this one. I don't know what the little blinking line there means. They have a third one that's coming in, the thermal dynamics, which is the pipes and stuff, but he's not finished with that one yet, so it's not in the actual pack. It will be in it though, and as soon as it's available, Direwolf will be doing his usual mod showcase thing on it. He's already done it on the expansion and the foundation. Very cool, very cool. Goes into details about everything. Lots of stuff has changed. You probably want to check it out before you play. Tinker's leveling, tool leveling. This actually changes your tool where you get one at the start, one modifier slot, and then as you use the tool, it upgrades the tool and gives you more slots, which I love that. I love that. I don't know if it goes over the maximum of 3 that you're usually supposed to have. I hope it does. I hope it gives you a maximum of 5. Because 3 is just not enough. It's just not enough. That's my own personal opinion. You can share your opinion in the comments down below. Of course, Tinker's Construct. Top add-on, no new. Torch Master puts in a bunch of different torches, and also the Mega Torch, which is the recipe is super cheap. Just take 2 diamonds, but I mean nowadays you can just find diamonds. It's not a problem to find diamonds. The recipe for that one might get changed if it does what I think it does. Translocator, Unit Dictionary, I believe it's like an OR dictionary type thing. A useful nullifier, Vokra Lib. One, I can't even pronounce that one. Don't even try, guys. Whatever that one is. Wireless crafting grid. A wireless crafting terminal. Wireless redstone. Of course, that's a cool one. Woot. No clue. Yaba and Zero Core. So that's all the mods that's in it right now. Again, there are some that's going to be coming. Now, before I forget, I was going to talk about one of the mods. Let me scroll down to refresh my memory. Nope, it was further up. I promised I would talk about it, and now I forgot. No, it's not Pam's Craft. Shoot. If I don't remember for the end of the video, I will post a comment down below. So, just remind me. I don't remember what it was. Oh my god, it's gonna bug me. Oh. Now I'm just wasting time, ain't I? Nope. Nope, I don't remember. No. Is it roots? Oh, magic mods. Magic mods. That's what I want to. It's one of them. It wasn't the one, but it is one of them. There's mods that act. There's magic mods that act like they're actual magic mods, but they don't actually let you use magic. Like, you don't have magic yourself, is what I'm saying. Like, Ars Magica was an actual magic mod because you had mana and you cast spells. The player itself had the mana and stuff. And there's a couple of mods that come close to being like an actual true magic mod. And then there's other mods that are like tech mods disguised as magic mods. And a good example of that is, although I do like Psy, it's a really cool mod, but it's a tech mod. It's not a magic mod. And it's always qualified as a magic mod. Blood Magic is an actual tech mod. Before I get hounded on that one, Blood Magic and Botania are both tech mods. And the reason why that is they're tech magic mods, which means they use items that have magic for you to cast spells instead of you having the magic yourself, if that makes sense. Thermocraft, which I love as a magic mod, is a magic tech mod. So you don't actually have the magic yourself. Well, depending on which version you play. Couple of notes. As I noted before, they do not have fast leaf decay on this world, and that is because it causes too much lag tick in the world for lower end computers. So they want everybody to be able to play this one. It'd be cool if all the mods that everybody loved could be in the one pack together, but sadly only about 10% of the actual community will probably be able to play it. So, and they want everybody to be able to play it, so they're having to pick and choose. Hello. A little trick here. Let me show you this. Here you go. Wood shears, and then sheep, and that is from Thermal Expansion, Thermal Foundation, whatever. Cool. So I think that's going to cover it for today. A couple of notes. My playthrough of this will be a magic playthrough. It will not be a tech playthrough. We will get into a few tech things. There's a couple things that I would like tech-wise, but for the most part, we're going to start and run through using magic-only mods, which is why I'm going to try to wait at least another week before I start it. The reason why is because I definitely want to use some of the stuff in thermal foundations, thermal expansion. And I want to wait to see if he actually comes out with thermodynamics anytime soon. Also, I'm waiting to hear some stuff on Thermocraft, but I'm not going to be starting with Thermocraft. I'm probably going to be starting with Blood Magic and Britannia, so I'm not worried about that. So our playthrough will be that. But I will not be doing a quick start guide this week. All right? And the reason why that is I want to wait to see if he's going to come out with the thermodynamics before I do this quick start guide. I want to make sure that the mod pack is as stable as possible and that all the basic mods that they're going to have for a while are actually in there before I do the actual quick start guide. So at the latest, I'm going to wait another week, maybe 2. And that should give us time to work on our other 2 packs. I am going to try to email my saves to myself. If not, I'm going to have to get a DVD, a writable DVD disc, and hook that up. Let's head back to the base here. Hook that up so that oh my god, what was I saying? Oh, so I could put it on the DVD and then I can just bring it over that way. That's my 2 options, 2 cheapest options, the way to do it, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyway, guys, go to the forums, check it out. If there's a mod you want in this or you think should be in this one, you can post it on the forums. They're not going to give you like an answer, you know, if it should be in, shouldn't be in. But your suggestions, they will read them. So if they like your suggestion, they will put the mod in if it's along with their plan. So go on there, check out what people's writing. Post your comments. You like it, don't like it, whatever. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. You guys can come check it out, see if you like it. If you do like this episode and you want to share it with your friends, tell them how much you like it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. If you have any tips, tricks, or comments, put them down in the comments down below. How hyped are you for FTB Beyond? Expert mode is being worked on now. There's no ETA of when it's going to be coming out, probably the next couple of months. After that, I don't know what they have planned for the future. It's on the forums, though. Make sure you go check that out. And I will see you guys on the next episode.